Hey guys, it's Kelsey and back with another scrapbooking process video. I'm playing with the Felicity Jane Harper collection again. So I just have been adoring these products. I've really been enjoying them, but today we are using the last 12 by 12 that I have. So I have a huge chunk of this floral and I still have a full 12 by 12 of the maroon color that comes in this collection. I thought about making the maroon a full page, but I really wanted to take advantage of this really sweet scallop that's on the bottom of the solid colors. So I decided I would use this big chunk of the floral I had left over from a last page and use this scalloped edge to fill in the blank to create my 12 by 12. So I still have a huge chunk of the maroon, but now everything is officially in scraps. I have no full sheets of this collection left. Don't worry, I am hoping I can get at least 2 more pages out of it, so there will still be some more Felicity Jane to come, and I will do a layout share of everything I ended up creating because you guys are super nice and you let me use my collection early instead of making me wait until February. But there was one caveat: you guys wanted me to show you everything that I created with it, similar to How to Kill a Kit with Style, so I will most definitely do that once I'm done with this collection. I'm starting off with this scrap of this really sweet maroon gingham as my photo mat. I have these 2 photos here. This is from when we were in Minnesota for our family reunion. So I wanted to get these scrapped and just do a little bit of layering. I wanted to use a pocket card and a few more of these scraps. I really wanted to get the blue, the yellow, and the maroon all on one layout. I noticed what I've been doing a lot this month, which I've been enjoying, but it's kind of weird. I've only been picking 2 out of these 3 colors to really use. So I'll do a yellow and maroon or a maroon and blue, but I won't use all 3 of them together. So with this big floral that has all of these colors, I wanted to make sure to use the yellow, the blue, and the maroon all on this page. So you can see I'm trying to make sure I pull in a scrap of the blue. I have this pocket card with that mustard. Have this little chipboard tag with the blue and then this little "a lot of love" ticket on top of it in the top left hand corner. So that's mainly my goal, is to make sure I'm getting all these colors used up. I also really wanted to use this Harper girl from the die cut collection. I love the girls that come in these collections. Sometimes they're hard for me to use, but I always find a way. And this is our last day in Minnesota before we came home, and it's more about us just doing a little bit of exploring. Usually whenever we visit anywhere, we really try and explore and go places that we can only go there, so we can really experience something new whenever we're out somewhere. But this visit was a really short visit. It was just over a weekend for our family reunion. So usually when we go to Minnesota, we do a lot of things. And we make sure we visit lots of cool places and all of that. But we really didn't have time this trip because it really was just for the family reunion. But it was in Winona this time where we decided all to meet. So we actually had a chance to explore a little bit before we left. That second photo there of the hill, that is Sugarloaf Bluff, which is not a national monument. What am I trying to say? A landmark for Winona. And so I wanted to make sure I got that photo on here because I see that and I know where we are. This photo actually took from our hotel room, so it was really, really nice that we could see it from our hotel room. And then the first photo there is of this old brewery that was turned into an antique shop. So I thought that was really cool. We got to explore there. So I think I don't know if my mom did. Me and my sister picked up quite a few things in there that was pretty cool. So I wanted to document that because this is really the only cool thing we got to do this visit other than just hanging out with family, and that's always really nice too. So that's kind of the story, but I thought the girl would work well because it was me, my mom, and my sister. We're all girls just hanging out and exploring this day, so I thought it was a nice time or moment to get the girl used up. So I'm getting all these layers down. I wanted to throw in a glassine bag and a doily just to separate these layers a little bit from the background, just because this floral can be a little busy. I think it works out on this page though. So I'm trying to make sure that the layers are bold but simple. And then I really want to get some more frames used up. So I'm getting that one banner used up in the upper left hand corner, and then this one little wreath frame with the girl. So I wanted to fill in the frame with that blue. and then have the girl on top of it, so she's kind of sitting in front of this ring. I thought that was really adorable, but I only have scraps of this blue left, so I'm just trying to figure out a way to fill in that wreath. So there is a little gap, but the girl ends up covering it, so that works out well. But I thought that looks really nice. So she's going to get on here as well, which I'm really happy about. So I'm just trying to get all of that glued together. And then I do end up putting the girl on some foam too, so there's a little bit of dimension. But you can see I'm trying to piece together these scraps to fill that frame in. But I think that looks good. So I'm going to get some foam on the back of this little girl so she can have a little bit of dimension. And what I've actually been doing is I've been cutting my foam squares in half so that they're half the dimension, because I've noticed my books are really getting full quick because I've been popping up little things here and there on almost every page, and using these foams on almost every page, it's starting to make a big difference. So I've been cutting them to half width, so you get that dimension without it being too thick. So that's what I'm doing right now. I just had to kind of jimmy rig those, but I'm going to get this glued down in that one corner, and I really like that. So I have this kind of diagonal design. I have the cluster in the upper left hand corner, and then your eye follows it down to the photo and then this little girl, so I think that looks really nice. I do have the banner that hung off the edge of the page up there, so I did just trim it, and that's going to end up getting tucked into this little cluster with the girl, but I'm not going to do that just yet, but I want to make sure I get that used up as well. And then I have one heat embossed leaf left that I had made on one of my first pages. I thought about putting that in the cluster at the top, but I decided not to. So yeah, I definitely wanted to get these floral pieces used up. I think they're super cute. There's a couple gold glittery pieces in the ephemera that I don't think I've used yet, so I thought it would be nice if I could get them on here. So the middle of these flowers are golden glittery, and then there's a gold glittery little banner that I'm going to tuck up on that first photo, so that way I get the gold glitter used up. I am going to stamp on that, so I'll get stamping used up here. I think I'd use the same one I used on the earlier page that says I am grateful for, but again I use washi to cover up half of it so it'll fit on that stamp, so it ends up just saying I'm grateful instead of, what does it actually say? It says today I'm grateful for. So I covered up the today and the for with some washi, and then after I stamped I pulled the washi off, so all that was inked was the I'm grateful, and that fit perfectly in that gold banner. So I got stamping used up. I was really proud about that. So I'm really trying hard. I think there's only one page out of all of these that I've made with this collection so far that doesn't have something from the stamp set on there, although I need to use more of the stamp set because I've been using like the same 2 stamps over and over instead of using the whole stamp set, so that's kind of sad. I need to use more of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these layers glued down. I really like how that looks, so there we go. I'm trying to think about what I do next. I know I need to do my title, and then I think I do some journaling, but I don't think that's until the end, so let me see what I end up doing. Get that little banner glued down. Oh yeah, I go in with that little scrap of a banner. So I'm going to tuck that behind one of the flowers. I really like how these flowers look next to this girl. I think that looks really adorable. And I'm glad I got the scrap of the banner in that cluster as well. And then I'm going in with the gold puffy alphas that come in this collection. These are so nice, but I am starting to run out of letters, so I couldn't call it what I wanted. So I end up just calling it Sugar Loaf because that's Sugarloaf Bluff, which is where we are. And this antique store, this old brewery, is tucked up under Sugarloaf. It's actually called like Antiques Under Sugarloaf or something like that. So it kind of is a title for both of these locations. So I think that's really nice. And then you can see me using my ruler and a Stampin' Up pen. This one goes really good with this collection. I'm using Not Quite Navy from Stampin' Up. It's one of their Stampin' Write pens. And then I'm just doing a little bit of journaling. And I was watching TV while I was writing this, so I do have I messed up my journaling a little bit because I started writing what the people were saying on the TV instead of what I was trying to say. So I messed up a little bit, but you can still read it. It just says, this was a short family trip, but I am happy we still got some time to explore. We found this cute shop under Sugarloaf Bluff. So I really wanted to get some of these epoxy stickers on here too, but they end up not making it. I was playing with using a few of the hearts, but since I used this really nice gold puffy alpha, there's still a few hearts on that sheet, so I decided to do a little gold heart from the puffy sheet in the upper left hand corner and then down by Harper's head, and I think that looks really nice. It kind of brings that gold into those other areas too. So yeah, but I think that's it. Here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not worry, there is more Felicity Jane coming. I am not done with this collection yet. I can't wait to show you guys the layout share when I am done though, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.